Iran is now demanding between $300 billion and $1 trillion from America as reparations for war damage. And Congressman Darrell Issa says Trump's response is, keep them underwater until they're ready to deal. I'm John, this is Ground Signal News. Here is exactly what is happening. The New York Times is reporting that Tehran has demanded reparations for bombardment damage that Iranian officials estimate at between $300 billion and $1 trillion. At the same time, President Trump has reportedly sent Iran a tougher proposal, demanding several amendments to the framework agreement and pressing Tehran for a faster response. Trump is wary of any deal that unfreezes Iranian funds without stronger guarantees. The president is pushing harder, not softer. Congressman Darrell Issa, member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, breaks down the money question directly. He says the frozen funds are actually Iran's own money. Under Trump's framework, those funds would be used for rebuilding Iran, not for rewinding Hezbollah, not for purchasing missiles, not for supporting terrorism. A Marshall Plan for Iran using Iran's own money. Issa says that is actually a smart approach, particularly compared to the Obama era when pallets of cash were handed over and much of it ended up as missiles fired at Israel shortly afterwards. But the critical enforcement question remains. What stops Iran from doing what Hamas did in Gaza, taking money meant for humanitarian purposes and using it to rebuild a terror army? Issa is direct. Enforcing any deal with a government that has never told the truth is incredibly hard. But the conditions must include turning over all enriched uranium before a single dollar moves. Now here is a significant development that has received almost no attention. A new study from the Center for Strategic and International Studies reveals that key American weapons systems, including THAAD and Patriot missiles, were so heavily used in this conflict that it will take 3 or more years from today to return to pre-war inventory levels. Congressman Issa says for a potential conventional war against China or Russia, that would be a massive problem. But for the likely conflicts America faces right now, Iran, Yemen, and others, America is already shifting strategy. 300,000 drones were just ordered. Anti-drone systems are coming online. America learned enormous lessons from Ukraine and from this conflict, and is applying them at speed. On the ceasefire itself, Issa is blunt. He calls it a Vietnam ceasefire, a ceasefire in name only where people are still dying. And he says the timeline for the war being officially over could be very long. But here is his most powerful assessment of the entire situation. Iran cannot breathe. America can. Trump is keeping Iran dunked underwater and telling them, if you want to last longer down there, that is fine with me. Iran is dealing with an existential threat to their regime. America is dealing with temporarily higher gas prices. That comparison tells you everything about who holds all the leverage in this negotiation. Trump submitted tougher terms. Iran demanded $1 trillion. America's answer? Stay underwater until you are ready to make a real deal. Stay with Ground Signal News. I'm John. Follow us now for daily intelligence that goes deeper than the headlines.